Yo, what's up, GG Nation, GG Legion? Your fella again, Strassman the GG. And welcome back to another video. We're just gonna, I know, I'm sorry, we're talking sports. There's been a lot of great sporting news and stuff to talk about. But don't worry, I have a podcast that's being uploaded right now. It will be up in a couple hours here for you guys to watch. We talk sports and video games and a lot of different stuff. I know you guys are mostly here for video games and stuff. But as a Pistons fan, I want to talk trade deadline, what we did, what the Pistons did, what everyone else did, especially what the Cavs did. It was a crazy whirlwind of trades today. Let's first talk about my team. That's who I want to talk about. I know you guys want probably hear about Cavs and everything like that, but let's just talk. Let's talk Pistons for a little bit and what they did. They traded for Jameer Nelson and James Ennis. James Ennis, I think, is a great trade. I think it's a great backup to Stanley. He can spot start if you need him to. I think, him and Stanley Johnson are very interchangeable. They're very much the same player in a lot of ways. Slashers, defenders, they like to get to the basket, can occasionally hit the three. I know Stanley Johnson's 3-point percentage really dipped a lot this. He's never been great at it, but he improved a lot this year at the beginning of the year. But right now, it's really bad. I think he's only shooting like 30% from three or something like that. Where James Ennis, I think he's shooting 37%, which is really good for a 3-point shooter. So I really like that deal. The Jameer deal is fine. I find it a little bit interesting because I don't think we really need. I think he's almost like an emergency guard, or I really feel like he's going to be waived, to be honest with you. I know they announced the trade and everything. He's in the Pistons jersey, everything like that. But I almost feel like they were going to not trade or waive him just to clear some cap a little bit, but maybe not. Maybe he and, SVG, Stan Van Gundy, our head coach / GM, they have a history together. That amazing run they had with that Magic team quite a few years ago. So we'll see how it is. The team's on a 5-game winning streak. We're playing really good. We already made our biggest blockbuster trade, and that was the Blake Griffin trade, obviously. Very excited. 5-game winning streak. By the time All-Star game, we'll probably have we could potentially have an 8-game winning streak when we had a 8-game losing streak. So really good. I expect us to be in the playoffs for sure. We're really riding high in momentum right now. I'm just a little shocked that we couldn't get another wing scorer like the Rodney Hood deal, and that's where we'll get to the Cavs. I feel like the Cavs really didn't give up much for Rodney Hood. Like, we should have been able to swing that deal. I guess not. I feel really. Before we get into the Cavs, I feel really bad for Bryce and Willie Reed. They just got here in Detroit with Blake, and they're gone already. They've both been traded. they were in both those deals, the James Ennis deal and the Jameer Nelson deal. We only the Jameer deal, we swapped second round picks with the Pels, so that's interesting. I don't know if that really does anything. The NBA draft is so interesting. There's only 2 rounds, and it's tough to find talent in that second round. You usually got to hit a home run in like the first 10 to 15 picks usually. This draft's supposed to be pretty good, is what I heard, so we'll see about that. But the Cavs are the ones that really have made the blockbuster deals. A lot of people say these are a lot of minor league deals, but I feel like combined, these are a big-time blockbuster deals. They literally just traded everybody away. They traded everybody. Isaiah Thomas, Dwayne Wade. They traded Derrick Rose. They traded Jay Crowder. They basically got rid of all the bad assets, the bad cancer on the team. Channing Frye was in a deal as well. So let's talk about what they got. They got Jordan Clarkson back. They gave up their number 1 pick, but not the Nets pick. They still have that top 4 to 6 lottery pick with the Nets. I'm glad. I'm kind of happy that for Cleveland's sake they didn't give that up, because just in case LeBron leaves, they still have that asset to, draft. Because what the Cavs did, I think they really won this year's deadline, which a lot of people are going to be like how they completely got rid of their whole team. But I think that was winning. This team clearly wasn't focused. Like, they had a hot start. Well, they had a bad start, and then they had a hot stretch of games where they were like 10-1 or something like that, and then this team just gave up on each other. Like, it was strange to see. They just really gave up, and LeBron was so good in like a lot of, like, for example, the Pistons game. That first half, LeBron was unstoppable. He was killing us, and then the second half, he just like gave up. Like, he just didn't play at all. Like, and literally when we made that Blake Griffin trade, that was literally like our third stringers playing against this team that's supposed to be in the NBA Finals, and we come back to beat them. So I think they needed to blow it up. I think getting George Hill, getting Jordan Clarkson, getting Rodney Hood. Am I missing somebody? They got somebody else. Oh, Larry Nance Jr. His dad was a Cleveland great. His dad was amazing. And if he wins the dunk contest, he'll follow in his dad's footsteps because his dad won the dunk contest for the Cleveland Cavaliers. So that's pretty cool to see Junior follow his dad's footsteps a little bit. He's not as good as his dad, but he's still a good front court player for them. He'll be exciting for them. You could throw lobs to him. He can't really space the floor and stuff, but he'll be good off that second unit. Clarkson will definitely run that second unit. He was killing it off the bench for the Lakers. It really, really helps a lot, like, because they still had confusion. D Wade was supposed to be running that second unit, and it was kind of working and kind of wasn't working. But it's really interesting what they did, and I think even with all the dysfunction they had, I think they were still gonna make the NBA Finals. Like, I wasn't like going wrong. Boston's really good; they're a really good team, but I don't know. You don't know playoffs; you just don't know. But I think now Cleveland still has a really good shot to go back again. I think this is really good for LeBron. And most importantly, I think this is really good for the Cavs. Because now if LeBron, I don't know if this convinces him to stay, per se. But for now, if he does leave, they still have a decent team that can go to the playoffs. Like, they'll probably be like a 7 or 8 seed that goes to the playoffs every year. Because the East is not really that stacked. I mean, it's not a strong conference compared to the West, where there's probably 6 teams fighting for a title over there. I don't know if this gets them over the top to beat whoever comes out of the West. Because I feel like whoever comes out of the West is going to win it. Whether it's the Rockets, the Thunder, the Golden State Warriors is always everyone's favorite pick. But they don't look too hot right now, and I think they're just bored. But they didn't, like, I expected them to come play hard against the Thunder a couple nights ago, and the Thunder roasted them. And I don't think Paul George is leaving. I think he stays with the Thunder. I think Lakers won this. They cleared up a lot of cap room. They're going to probably let Brook Lopez go at the end of the year. Why re-sign him? His $28 million is coming off the books. IT's whatever millions are coming off the books. They get Cleveland's first round pick, which will be super high. It'll probably be like in the 30. It'll probably be the 30th pick or something like that. Maybe, I don't know. It'd be a low pick in the first round for sure. It's not the Brooklyn pick, but still, it's a first round pick. They traded most of their first round picks away a long time ago in that Steve Nash trade and Dwight Howard trade when they built that super team for probably one of the best super teams on paper to fail, to fail horribly. But this is good. If I'm them, if I'm the Lakers, I wouldn't sign LeBron. The reason I say that is because their core is so good. Their nucleus, not good, I should say. They're so young. That's the word. They're young. They have the potential to be good / great. I like the way Ingram has been playing. I think Lonzo, once he comes back and finds his niche and he keeps feeding Ingram and Kuzma. They hit a home run with Kuzma. Kuzma was a late second round pick, and he's proven to be one of their best, probably their second best player. And he needs to play more, which now with Larry Nance gone, he will get a chance to play a lot more. So it's interesting. I think almost every team has won. Jazz has cleared up some of their cap that they wanted to get rid of. They didn't get rid of everybody that they wanted to yet, but almost everybody did almost, I would say almost everybody's a winner on these trade scenario. There was some minor trades as well that I think the Knicks and Dallas kind of had one. I forgot what it was. Don't really want to talk about that though, but like it's just really interesting. It was a monumental day. There's so many ridiculous trades, especially Cleveland. Just was not expected. I woke up and I'm like, holy crap! They traded everybody, literally their whole team. But I think it was good. I think it was really smart. Tell me in the comments down below what you think about the trades. Did you like the Pistons trades? Did you want to do more? I thought we should have. Man, we should have got. We should have got Rodney Hood. I really feel like we could have grabbed Rodney Hood. But the Cavs, I think they did a really great job. George Hill, Jordan Clarkson, you know, shipping D Wade back to Miami. I think that's good for D Wade as well, and good for Miami, who was a fourth place team, but they're starting to slide a little bit because they lost 5 in a row. That will bring a big spark to them. I think D Wade should have never left Miami. He should have always stayed there. Pat Riley really mishandled that situation completely, but they kind of redeemed themselves a little bit on that. D Rose is probably going to be waived by the Jazz, and he will be playing in Timberwolves. That was already reported or rumored. I think that's going to happen. I think he's going to reunite with his old coach, and I think that'll be a decent fit for him. Hopefully, he'll be more motivated to play there. But it's really interesting. Really interesting. Tell me what down below. Who won the trade deadline? The Cavs dumb. Do the Pistons not do enough, you think? I think we're still very much a playoff team. Thank you for so much for all the love and support. The podcast will be up soon. I'll put this video up so you guys have something to watch until the podcast is ready to be up. Still processing. But thank you so much. Thank again for all the love and support. Follow my Twitch channel down below. Twitter handle as well down below. All the love and support. It's been great, guys. Your fella, Strauss Man, the GG. I'm outie.